story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Just is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door.
Fuck what them bitches gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love fuck what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sister, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm really no man, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, put through the baddest conditions. I'm up with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she got to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit. Tell her go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' a different breed of black man. We don't do the back thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Those bitches on rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take them to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one breath, one break. I would never take up as a place. When the law with you ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh, Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in the wicked. In the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be fresh as hell, take a picture. And we special now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on the slide that I know about this when I send with the gun with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for real. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey. That's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh. Train.
JT on the track.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under command in general, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit I never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners, all them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Stop copying my man Shaw's style, man.
BK,
Shaw's the original.
I'm still told from the night before.
Let's go!
Yeah, 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 yeah.
One West, come on!
I'm about sick that these pussy ass niggas tryna rap, tryna sound like the boy had 2T. I got that grip on my gun, I ain't gon' never fucking run. Pussy boy, you can never beat me. Look at that. Bubble clock. Whoa, we knock the ball, we let off thunder shots, yeah. Crack up, boy, you cannot roll with us. Crack your head, break your leg for just approaching us. We got our senders up and making moves on your block, make you look amateur. I got them bitches in my car, they gon' aim the best. No, fuck that squad, yeah, fuck these hoes, but I had that guy with y'all. Yeah, riddle me this and riddle me that. How many times you ever seen UPK take a fucking L? Whole weight and you can tell. Does it look like I fucking sail? Whole water like a whale. That's why I never left a trail. I'm about 6 of these little damn pussy ass niggas tryna rap and tryna sound like me. Boy, big ass nigga can't wait to see me slip, but I got grip on that ARP. Yeah, all of these hoes tryna hang out with my foes and double down and bring me all your things. I got rank, I got power, and I ain't never going backwards. Pussy boy, not even in my pantry. I ain't going fucking backwards. No. Not a fucking bit. No. I ain't going fucking backwards. No. That's your fucking brain, nigga. Huh? Who the fuck you got that stain, nigga? Bitch. My nuts gon' fucking hang, nigga. Huh? You cannot play me like no lame, nigga. Got my life fucked up, you insane, nigga? Niggas say they blocked up. That's why they had locked up. Niggas say it's block strong, but that block really patrol, cause he can't shoot in this facility. I ain't going backwards.
We ain't going backwards. Y'all going backwards, man.
Forward me, shot 2G.
We run this. Don't you understand that? One West.
Backstage. Yeah.
All right, Shalom Israel. It's the ISUPK, started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Command Junior Hunter. This is Thursday night scripture breakdown class, and we're gonna sort of kind of pick up where we left off. I don't remember exactly what verse we was in last week, but I have highlighted verse 16, Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16. But before we get there, do anybody got any questions in the room? If you got any questions online, post them on the chat and I'll answer them as well. Whenever you're ready. We're gonna start at verse.
Not yet. We finished the chapter.
Did we?
Yes, finished the chapter. I know we at least did down to 22 at least. You know, I remember Coach.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Come.
I believe we finished the chapter after. Not sure. Hold on.
Yeah, because I remember breaking down the flaming sword about the cherubim being placed to keep them from going back.
Yeah, we finished.
All right, let's go to Genesis chapter 4 and verse 1. Salaki. Y'all online, you're supposed to let me know. Y'all supposed to be taking notes. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, no. So the book of Genesis, chapter 4 and verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his
Show
wife,
process.
and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man for Lord.
So this is the birth of. So right now we're about to break down the fact that it was more people on earth than just Adam and Eve. We already done destroyed that notion in Genesis chapter 1. But we're gonna give you concrete proof right here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's what Christians tell you, that Adam and Eve was the first two people on earth, the only two people on earth, and then, you know, whatever they say happened with the serpent is a freaking snake, and they naked in the woods. That's what they tell you, right? So it says she bare, and she again bare. Oh, so like it. Read it again, verse 1.
And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord.
Right. So she's saying that the Lord gave her a son. She called him Cain. Keep going.
Verse 2. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Now we got Abel, the first recorded shepherd, and we got Cain, who's a man of the field. Ain't that ironic? The same spirit that was on Cain is the exact same spirit that was on Esau. A wild man, a man of the field. He was a keen hunter. But this man specifically, Cain, was a man of the ground. He's a tiller of the ground. He's out there physically working. You know what I'm saying? And Abel, he was just a shepherd. Keep going.
Verse 3. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
So now we're talking about the sacrifices. This shows that the law has always been and it always existed, and it got passed down from Adam because he was the tree of life in the middle of the garden. So all the life, the breath of life the Lord gave him, which is the law, statutes, commandments, he's passing it down to his sons. He done so, which is why they're bringing sacrifices, right? Read that verse again.
Okay. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
Right. So now we have Cain bringing the first recorded offering to the Lord, right? Keep going.
Verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof.
So instead of just bringing fruit, vegetables, something that you can replicate a million times and it'll all be the same, he brought something that was going to hurt him to give. He sacrificed the firstling of his flock, the very next generation, the beginning of the next generation of his flock of sheep. You know what I'm saying? Something that's going to cost him, something that he's going to have to wait a whole another year to get another one of, if it's even as good as that one. Keep going.
Come. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering,
Mm-hmm.
but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect.
Right.
And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Why was the Most High so disrespect? Why did why did the Most High not have respect towards Cain's offering? Other than obviously the reason I just said. What was the reason why the Most High was not pleased with Cain's offering? Anybody? Go ahead, Buck.
Black and my thing because Cain didn't put no thought into the offering. He just, it was more so like, I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. But he knew better.
That's it right there. That's how do you know better?
He knew better because because of the teachings of who his father is.
Exactly. Give him a hand. That's exactly what it was. His father had the breath of not the breath of life. He was given this knowledge how to serve the Most High. That's the same as if we go. You got these people out here that's these individualites. They say they give tithes, but they don't give tithes of money. They go out and feed the poor, feed the homeless. Well, it's good that you go out and feed the poor and the homeless, but that's just one time right now. What about when they need you in 5 more minutes? You don't got nothing to offer. That's not how the Lord told us to deal with our people. If we go give tithes, we're supposed to take that of collection, take it to the priest, and then the priests are supposed to distribute unto the people, every man who has need. You know what I'm saying? That's not the same thing. And it's that same thing is what Cain did, as opposed to what he was supposed to do. He was taught that you're supposed to give your first you're supposed to give the firstling of your flock. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sis.
I'm not talking about the school, but by you saying you're supposed to give it to the priest, or what if you know that the priest doesn't do what they supposed to do with the tithes, and that's why you be like, well, I'm gonna go do this, that, and the other for my tithe. Is that like a sin? Because even though you know he don't do what he supposed to do with the tithe, you still have to give it to him, even though you know that's not what he doing with the tithe.
That's yes, it's a sin because it's disobedient to the Most High. But you're not wrong in not giving it to Him. You're wrong if you give it to Him. Why are you wrong if you give it to Him?
Because you know he's not going to do what the Most High wants.
Which means that He's not a what?
He's not a priest or prophet.
Exactly. He's not a priest of the Lord. So that means you got to go look for the priest of the Lord and give them the tithes.
Because like I'm using an example, like when I was in the church, or I can use my sister, the church that my sister go to. We know that the pastor wasn't doing what he supposed to do for the tithes, and instead of saying like I'm not paying the tithes no more, I could tell her, well, go give it to a pastor that you know that's going to use the tithes, because it was brought forth that he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do with the tithes.
Right.
But instead of being disobedient and not give it to him at all, go find one that you know that's doing right.
Come, so that's you're not wrong for not giving it to Him. You have to give your tithes to the priest of the Lord, but you can't do that if you don't know who the priests of the Lord are. So the scripture, give me that verse where it talks about the Lord weak that are ignorance. Kanakya. But that's what we're supposed to do, is find the priests of the Lord and then give our tithes to them. Whenever you find that. You got him, you find it.
So like this. So like key quarter.
The Lord weak that are ignorance. The Lord winked. Let me see. I'll look for you.
Yeah, and the times of this ignorance that I went that.
Good.
It's like I'm gonna sure that was it.
You good?
The book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 30. And the times of this ignorance God winked at.
You see? So the Most High, He knows that you don't know where the priests of the Lord is. To be ignorant is just to not know. And He knows that you didn't know where the priests of the Lord are. So you're not, it's not counted against you for not paying your tithes because you didn't know who to give it to. You have to find the men of the Lord who's doing the work of the Lord and then give the tithes to those people so that they can give that money to all of our people that need it. You know what I'm saying? People should be able to go ahead, since you want to say something.
Slocky, what was that again?
What verse is that?
17.
Salaki. I was looking for a verse that I can't find. Go ahead, sis.
It's like that's like the priest, like I mean, like a man supposed to be a man of God. Like if he buys himself a car and houses, but then uh someone come and really in need of it, and then they be like, oh, we gotta ask the treasurer or ask this or ask that in order for you to get something like you really need, just to say your lights is off, and you come to them and be like, my lights is off, can you help me? You be giving your tithes to this
And then they
pastor,
give you excuse.
and then they give you excuses, but they don't get a self excuse to go buy
That thing they
stuff.
don't need.
Yeah,
Because there's a scripture that talks about that. How a man's a friend for his gain, for his own gain, a paraphrasing. You got it?
Oh yeah, come across like
Yeah, pull that. He's a friend for an occasion. That's what the pastors are. They're friends for occasion.
right.
You give them your tithes and we praying for you, sister, and they cheering you on and all these great things. They talk good about you. They put your name on the board of the church and carrying on. You can sit in the front. You might get to get in the choir, you know what I'm saying? But when you need them, you need something, we pray for you, sis.
Right.
Send you on your way. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6 and verse 8.
Mm.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
That pastor that's all in your face, being nice to you, talking to you, inviting you over, inviting you to go do stuff. He's a friend for an occasion. Right now, it's beneficial to him. Keep going.
Come on. It's like, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
When you're in trouble, he ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. I pray for you, sis. Just the Lord put us through a hard time. He'll never give us nothing we can't bear and send you on your way. Nigga, I'm hungry. My lights is off. Pray about it, sis, in the dark. The scripture say go in the closet. You don't like the closet. It don't say you gotta be like the closet, sis. Just go in the closet and pray about it. What's the verse again?
Ecclesiastes in Apocrypha chapter 6 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go back to Genesis. Because that's all of what we just explained went through is exactly what it was with Cain and his offering to the Lord. The Lord was not pleased with Cain's offering because Cain's offering wasn't how the Lord commanded that he be served. You know what I'm saying? We always give the Lord excuse instead of doing exactly what he commands for us to do. We try to find our own way to do it how we want to do it, and it's not acceptable. Cain learned that the hard way. Go ahead, keep reading from verse 5. Slightly verse 6.
Okay. Keep reading down and read it over.
Start at verse 6.
Okay. The book of Genesis chapter 4 verse 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen?
Right. So Cain was mad because the Lord wasn't pleased with his sacrifice. He said, I went out of my way to pick all these grapes. I could be making wine with these grapes. You know what I'm saying? I could do whatever I want with this fruit. And I done gave it to you. And you don't even want it. You looking down on it like Abel better than me. Like this ain't good enough. He said, the Lord asked me, he said, what you mad for, dog? You knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you got a child and you tell them, don't have your behind in the house before the streetlights come on. And then the streetlights come on, they still outside. Now I whoop your ass. It's like I whoop your behind. And you mad because you just got a whooping. How you mad at me because you did the opposite of what I told you to do? You know? That's the exact same thing that the Most High was asking Cain. Keep going.
Come on. Verse 7. If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted?
If you do good, should I not praise you? Don't you deserve to be praised when you do well? Keep going.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Mm-hmm. When you don't do good, that means you committing sin. That's what's at my door. Not your good, hard work, the thing that you speak praise for. You brought sin to my door. What is sin? Go ahead, sis.
The transgression of the law.
It's transgression of the law. To transgress the law means to break the law. The law is God's will. So you're breaking God's will. If He wills that you bring me the firstborn of your flock and you bring me some damn fruit, you just committed sin and you brought sin to my door. That's literally what it's saying right there. Read again.
Come. If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Mm-hmm.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Keep going.
And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
What does that mean right there? And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Who is the thou? What's ruling over? Who is the him? Right? Who is the him in that verse? Go ahead, sis.
Would it be Cain?
Yeah. Now, so what is the thing that's? Go ahead.
His desire to bring forth what is proper to the Most High Power, what he gives, what he's supposed to give.
Nope. His desire is what he wants to give. It rules over him. His desire to have what to be able to cut corners. The whole problem with what Cain did is that he didn't sacrifice nothing. It didn't cost him nothing.
Right.
And now the Lord is saying, it says, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. His desire shall rule over him, meaning his decision, his choice, the thing that he chooses to do is going to outweigh what he should be doing. That's a defining characteristic of his spirit, and the same thing is true for Esau. Go ahead. I thought you were going to say something, so like it. But yeah, it's a defining characteristic trait of Esau too. It's that spirit. That's how that spirit is now. You know what I'm saying? From that point forward, if you look at Cain, we're gonna read another example of it right here because of his mess up and the Lord punishing him, and He marked him. His desire not to be punished, to be unalived by the people that's around him. The Lord gave him a curse. He cursed it. He marked his flesh so that people know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So that if you kill him, then it's gonna be 7 times bad for you. You know what I'm saying? His desire is the thing that he follows now. It ain't serving the Lord. His desire is what rules over him. You know what I'm saying? Instead of asking the Lord for forgiveness, he ain't got to be cursed. He asked for the Lord to have mercy on him, and we'll read about it. Keep going.
Come. Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And Cain talked with Abel, his brother.
So now you about to go holler at his brother because you done too good. Can't have that. You showing out, bro. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him.
So Cain took up arms against his brother. Next to Haman, Cain is the ultimate hater. Haman rough, but Cain is the ultimate hater because this ain't Haman hating on a whole nother nation of people who just superior to him. This nigga hate on his brother because he did better than him. Younger brother at that. You know what I'm saying? And how fitting is that? Cain hating on his younger brother. Esau hated on his younger brother, hating on his younger brother to this day. And Cain slew his younger brother. And Esau he slays us every day, but he strives to slay us permanently too. You know? It's poetic. But keep going.
Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother?
Mm-hmm.
And he said,
no,
not.
Salakia, real quick. Did the Lord know where Abel was? So what was the point of him asking where is Abel? Go ahead, sis.
See if he was going to tell the truth.
Exactly. Keep going.
And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
That's the test. What kind of spirit you got on you, bro? I know what you did. You know I know what you did. You gonna tell me what you did? No, I'm gonna give you an excuse, nigga. I don't know that nigga at. I don't got a beeper on that, man. He ain't got no bell on his neck. I ain't his keeper. Keep going.
Oh God. Verse 10. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
All right. So now Cain done murdered. It's the first record of murder in the Bible, in the scriptures, right? Cain done murdered Abel, lied to the Most High about it, knowing that he lied to the Most High about it, and still ain't have no remorse. His desire his desire, like I was saying before, is ruling over him. That's the thing that he's following. He could have asked the Most High for forgiveness, but instead he didn't. He chose to lie. He could have asked the Most High to forgive him about the fruit. Instead, he got mad and blamed the Most High and whoever. He blamed Abel. He blamed Abel and took his anger out on Abel instead of acknowledging that it was him who was doing wrong. Instead of reflecting on himself the way he was supposed to. All this could have been solved simply, and he ain't have to be punished the way he got punished. But because it meant acknowledging that I'm wrong, I can't do that. Everybody else got to be wrong. It can't be me. It just ain't no way. I'm me. I'm the oldest. I'm the firstborn son. Ain't no way. I'm wrong. If it ain't go right, that means it's something you did, and now you got to pay for it. You know, and that's not an uncommon spirit. That's give me John 8:44. No, it's about give me John 8:44. You know, because it's thematic. You know, a large problem with us as a people is that we've learned from our oppressors the things we weren't supposed to learn. And one of the worst things that we learned learned from our oppressor is the style of morality that they got. You know, the same way Cain is the exact same way Esau is, and there are some of us that are that way. Go ahead, read it when you got it, the bottom.
John chapter 2, and verse 40.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
This is Christ talking to Israelite men. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the devil is white supremacy, the white man. And obviously, that's not their father. But spiritually speaking, that's who they've made their father. That's who they follow after. That's how they chose to be. And our people have that bad on them. Where Cain decided he was going to point the finger and blame everybody else instead of acknowledging where he messed up at, that same thing is what we do. That's why we destroy it. That's why it's so hard for us to love one another and really be harmonic, to be in harmony and unity with one another. Because we're too busy like crabs in the barrel. Whole time the barrel got a lid on it. It just got a hole poked in it so you can see a little daylight. But it's got a lid on it. And until we can realize that and start loving each other the way we're supposed to, forgive each other, talk things out, it ain't never gonna be okay with us. It's always gonna be conflict. It's always gonna be strife between us. And it's never gonna be peace. We're gonna get the kingdom in them with. It's gonna be the same stuff. We're gonna go to the kingdom and did all this work to get in the kingdom, and then we still niggas. You know what I'm saying? Mistreating each other, not caring about each other. That's outlandish, man. That's crazy. And then we're gonna be the same way Cain is. When it comes time to be punished for it, we're gonna point the finger, blame everybody else, and not accept fault. And then what's gonna happen? You're gonna get punished the way Cain got punished. And it's right, it's just. Zephaniah 2:1 said, gather yourselves together. Gathering together don't mean I'm pointing the finger at you and blaming you because I messed up. Not in being able to acknowledge my fault. You know? So like you drop all that, let's go back to Genesis 4 and verse 13. No, 12.
The book of Genesis, chapter 4 and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
Now, the Lord is saying that when you go to put your hand towards the ground, all the things that you go to strive to do, I ain't gonna be with you. You're gonna really have to work and earn it because it ain't gonna be because of my grace that you got it out the mud. It's gonna be because you worked for it. Keep going.
A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
You have no place here. In all the earth, the spirit of Cain has no home. That's why, and it's ironic, but it ain't because we in the truth. But in the world, the way I always see this, you got this man Cain. And the Lord is telling him that he's a fugitive and a vagabond. Generations go by, and the Lord has wiped out all the spirit of all the seed of Cain. And then there's this new man born on the earth, Esau. And what he go do? He not go build a city, not go conquer nobody's city. He need to go live in the caves, in the mountains, because he's a vagabond. You know, before I was even in the truth, I understood that regeneration was a thing. Because Esau did the exact same thing that Cain did. He was it's not really, but spiritually speaking, he did the exact same thing that Cain did. He was a fugitive and a vagabond. He ain't had nowhere to be until he came out the mountains. Then he start conquering everything. But for a long time, when Esau went to war with people, Edom, they lost every war. They stayed getting slaughtered. left and right by Moab. Uh, I know about Moab. I can't think of no other tribe that's off the top of my head, but everybody they went to war with, they got slaughtered every time. And then they went and hid in the caves because they didn't have nowhere else to go. You know? And then coincidentally, you know what I'm saying, we seeing about the why they're that way from in Genesis. It's the curse. It's proof that regeneration exists. Keep going.
Oh God. Verse 13. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
Keep going.
Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth,
hmm
and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth.
Now, read the rest of that real quick.
And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me.
You see, now instead of apologizing to the Most High, begging for mercy, he asked the Most High to. He's complaining. He's complaining about the punishment that he deserves. Right? His desire to be right is more important than his desire to serve the Lord. We're seeing it in real time. Instead of apologizing to the Most High, begging for mercy, knowing that the Lord would give him mercy, instead of even trying, my desire to be right, to prove that I wasn't wrong, I'm not wrong, means that I'm not going to ask you for mercy. I'm not going to ask you to forgive me. I'm going to keep going forward with this path that I chose. I lost my brother now, so I got to keep going. And you don't. The scriptures say a just man falls 7 times and get back up, but a wicked man falls into mischief. Cain is the wicked man that falls into mischief. He could have begged the Most High for forgiveness. Maybe the Lord wouldn't give him forgiveness, but maybe he would have. But he'd rather be in mischief. I done killed my brother. I'd have brought you the wrong sacrifice. It's over with. I'm just gonna keep going down this path and just keep doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him 7-fold.
So the Lord still had mercy on him. He said, okay, no sweat. You got all this going on. You got all this evil and vitriol in your heart. But I ain't gonna let people kill you, right? I need to use you as an example. And that's what the Lord did. The Lord used Cain as an example so that he can pave the way. If the Lord would just kill Cain right here, Seth would have inherited the kingdom. Then there'd have been no problem, no sweat. But because Cain was left allowed to live, his seed was able to test the seed of the hearts of Seth. We'll read about it. Keep going.
Come. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any man find him should kill him. Verse 16.
Now, in the world, in the Christian church, this mark, the Christian church will literally say that this mark on Cain is the Lord showing him mercy, protecting him. That's not what this mark is about. This mark is to identify who you're supposed to stay away from and you're not supposed to deal with. Because if you think about it before Cain, before his mark, everybody was brown, right? There ain't no verse that says otherwise. So if that's the case, the people that we ain't supposed to be dealing with look like us, right? But they knew that in the garden that there was a tree that we weren't supposed to deal with, a people that we weren't supposed to deal with. Now it's flat out black and white in your face. He don't look nothing like you. He looks like he got leprosy. He's not supposed to be among you. Now, if you still deal with him, now you're gonna get punished flat out. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us an ultimatum without even telling us. It's right there in your face, though. Now he don't look like nobody else on the earth. Stay away from him. Stay away from his people. Right? And of course, we're gonna read about what actually happened. They didn't stay away from him. They mingled with him, and then everybody got flooded out. Keep going.
Verse 16. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden.
Mm-hmm. Now, so they say, read one more verse. Read one more verse.
And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived.
Stop. Did Adam and Eve procreate the whole earth? That's a real question. Did Adam and Eve procreate and create the whole earth, all the people in the earth?
Lie.
No. But we right here just read that Cain knew his wife. So far, we've only read that Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel. Seth ain't even been mentioned yet. He ain't been born yet. And Abel dead. So now there's Adam, Eve, and Seth. I'm sorry, Adam, Eve, and Cain. And now there's this woman introduced, right? Where did she come from? The Christian church? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, so like I was gonna say, probably what you gonna say.
What you
Christian
gonna
church say that there was Eve that he had sex with.
Yeah, they say all kind of crazy stuff. He done had sex with his mama. Adam and Eve conceived and had daughters and stuff they didn't mention, and he had sex with them too, and all kind of incest going on. Go ahead.
Crazy is it say right here before he even knew his wife and lay with his wife, he left from Eden.
Exactly, and went to a whole land.
So God, he went. He say he dwelt in the land on the east. He went out from the presence of the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
John.
And then it goes down and say Adam had a baby with Eve again
Mm-hmm.
in Eden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy. They try to say he snatched Eve and then ran with her.
What's worse about it though, this place, this land is called Nod. Who called it Nod? The people that live there. You know what I'm saying? So this is more people. So we don't always have to just. There's other ways out of to beat the Christians than going to Genesis chapter 1. You can go right here. It's right there. All the evidence that you need that there's more people exists right there. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
So like I did battle.
Salakia, real quick. Salakia. It said, I just thought about something. It said that he went east. It said, and Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden, to the east side of Eden, right? He went out from the presence of the Lord. What does it say anybody else ever went out from the presence of the Lord and went east to Eden, east of Eden? So if ain't nobody else went out there, that means there's already people there, which means more proof that Adam and Eve ain't the only two people that was on the earth. But Slakia, go ahead.
It's like I was gonna say, if they don't say it was a wife, they don't say that they had a little sister. That's nowhere in the Bible.
Nowhere. She's not mentioned because she doesn't exist. Salakia. All right, let's keep going. The black and white is that Adam and Eve ain't the only two people that was on the earth. You got the proof of it in Genesis chapter 1. I think it's verse 26, where it says, male and female created he them. They're talking about man and women, people, humans. And then fast way forward, way forward, and you got Cain and his wife, right? And in the whole city that she was living in where he met her, full of other people, named by at least one other person. It's a whole city, right? So yeah, keep going. Verse 17.
Verse 17. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch.
Now we got two different Enochs, right? So real quick, in the lineage of Adam, you got a lot of common names on both sides, right? And the reason why is because in the Hebrew, all of these people spoke Hebrew. And all these people, there's only so many words in the Hebrew language. You know what I'm saying? There's only so many names you can give stuff. That's how Hebrew works. Everything that exists, every Hebrew word exists because there's something that they call that word. You get what I'm saying? Eventually you run out of words to call stuff until more stuff is created. So that's why you'll start to see repetitions of names, like Enoch, for example. Enoch and Enos is the same name, it's the same person. No, I'm sorry. There's two Enochs. My bad. There's two Enochs. There's this Enoch who's a descendant of Cain, and then you got the righteous brother Enoch who the Lord just took. Right? Keep going.
And he builded a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son, Enoch.
Mm-hmm.
And unto Enoch was born Irad, and unto Irad begat Shlaki, and Irad begat Mahujael, and Mahujael begat Methusael.
Methusael. Keep going.
And Methusael begat Lamech.
Mm-hmm.
And Lamech took unto him two wives, and the name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other was Zalak.
Now, real quick, if again, just attacking the Adam and Eve was the first two people, where are all these women coming from that Cain's children is laying with? I know he ain't just they're not sleeping back with their mama and Eve. Eve old as hell by now. I know damn well that's not happening. You know, just something to ask your pastor next time you go to church, next time you run into him. Ask him questions about this. Ask him explain who these men are laying with to have these children. You know, where are these people in Nod come from? There's whole families over there. It seems like. You know, good.
I'm about to say he just say he took him 2 wives.
Hey, it's two of them. So where does other wife come from? Who family she from? Or are they from the same one? Or you tell me that she got schizophrenia? She just two people right now. Salakia. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 20. And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwell in tents,
Mm-hmm.
and of such as have cattle.
Sound like Judah, right? Keep going.
And his brother's name was Jabal. He was the father of all such as handled the harp and organ.
Mhm.
As a lie, she also bare Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah's wife. Naamah.
Mhm.
And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wound, and a young man to my hurt.
Okay, hold on real quick before we get to that, right? The point of chronicling all of Cain's lineage this way and talking about the different things that they've done is to understand, to explain how we have an understanding of modern arts, modern construction, what they call architecture, everything. You know what I'm saying? They weren't a foolish people. They weren't dumb, I'll say. They were foolish, they weren't dumb. You know what I'm saying? They were scientists, they were intelligible people, you know. But keep going.
Come about. Verse 24. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold.
See, now that same spirit that was on Cain is on his descendant Lamech, right? He killed the man. And he said, if the Lord gonna kill y'all for killing my forefather Cain, y'all come after me, the Lord gonna really deal with y'all. Instead of asking the Lord for forgiveness. But why? Now it's not fully his fault because he wasn't taught so. Give me that verse in Jeremiah where it said our fathers have inherited lies. Let me see. It's Jeremiah 16 and 19. Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Right. So at some point, these heathen gonna realize that they've been lying to us, and they've been lied to by their father. We've inherited lies. They think their place in the earth, the belief that they belong in their current place in the earth, is the lie that they inherited. The white man today. That same thing is true right here about the heathen that we're reading about now, Cain's descendants, because somewhere once Cain left, he left from the Most High. He legit left from the Lord. Stopped caring about the Lord. Stopped caring about what it meant to follow Him, and his mind and his desire shifted to everything else. You know what I'm saying? That's why they was able to come up with all these arts and these crafts and these sciences and these mathematics. That became their God. You know what I'm saying? And now here we are, Lamech. You know what I'm saying? He's an inheritor of lies. He's talking about surely if the Lord gonna slay anybody who killed Cain, then the Lord gonna kill them even worse for killing me. That's the lie that he inherited. Worship that. Worship that protection that the Lord, what they perceive as protection that the Lord gave them, versus seeking obedience and seeking to mercy from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Seeking to actually serve Him. That's the lie that they inherited, and you see proof of it in the way he's talking, his language now. Right? Keep going.
Come on.
Verse 25.
So like I was in Jeremiah.
Oh, was there more on it?
Uh,
Oh, okay. Slack. Yeah, we're on Genesis 4 and 25.
Come on. The book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 25.
Mm.
And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For God, said she, hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew.
Right.
And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord.
Then once Enos was born, then man began to call upon the name of the Lord, right? So these heathens that were surrounding them, they were starting to see that the Lord wasn't nothing to play with. You know, they knew they couldn't kill Cain, so it was going to deal with them. Generations done went by. Now they know they can't kill nobody who the Lord was ever with. They're seeing it, right? So if I can't kill them, what's the next best thing to do? To join them. And you're right, sis. You too out. That's exactly what the next best thing to do is to join them. See if I can't get that blessing, get that same love that the Lord is showing these specific people, right? Let's go to verse 5 or chapter 5.
The book of Genesis, chapter
No, Salaki, we're gonna skip chapter 5. All it is chronicling lineage. I already explained to y'all that Enoch got taken up. There's nothing to explain. I explained the difference. Why there's a bunch of the same similar names, right? And you jump way, way forward, you got Methuselah, the son of Lamech on the so you got Methuselah, Seth's descendant. He's the oldest man to ever live in the Bible, right? So fast, way, way forward, generations forward. Now you got the birth of Noah, and then his sons, right? Shem, Ham, and Japheth, who we all come from. Go to chapter 6 and verse 1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 1.
Mhm.
And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth.
So the men that it's saying right here, these men are the same men that I was talking about earlier that saw the glory of the Most High. They started to speak his name. Like I said, they realized they couldn't destroy the Lord's people, so they figured we just going to join them. And I'll read it again.
And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men.
These same men. Again, the fake Israelites and the Christians will tell you that these are angels having sex with human women. That's not what's happening. We just read the context that those men are the heathen people. And how do we know that they're the heathen people? Because it says the sons of God saw the daughters of men. The men started to multiply. And then the sons of God saw the daughters of men and decided they wanted them. How do we know that the sons of God are people? Are the sons of Ham? It's like Ham. The sons of Adam. How do we know? Precept.
So say what was the question is?
How do we know that the sons of God are the sons of Adam? Specifically the sons of Seth, but the sons of Adam.
Like you want the precept?
Mm-hmm. So if y'all find it before these officers do, y'all can read it.
The book of Luke, chapter 3, verse 38.
Get us some time to find it. Make sure y'all write this down. Because the Christians will tell you that and the fake, everybody, all the fake woke people will tell you that there's angels, Nephilim, what they call them Nephilim in the Bible. The angels have sex with humans and create these demi-human god things. Get the hell out of here.
Anunnaki.
Yeah, an Anunnaki. What is Anunnaki? That's the aliens, the lizard people. Yeah, come on, man. The shapeshifters. Come on.
He said Christ had.
What'd you say?
Luke what?
Luke 3 and what?
38. The last verse.
Yeah, last verse in Luke chapter 3. What you were saying though?
I was about to say, they started to say that Christ had to be an Anunnaki because of the miracles he was doing. And they say he did alchemy, all kind of stuff. And I was just gonna say you can cut them with common sense too, because it says a couple verses down that God was going to punish man for their wickedness. If it was angels coming down the time,
why is he punishing men?
Yeah, why is he punishing men?
Because the men aren't angels. The men are physical people on earth. Y'all out there? Go ahead.
Come on. The book of Luke, chapter 3, verse 38.
Which
was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth.
These are Seth's sons, right? Keep going.
Which was the son of Adam.
Who's the son of Adam? Seth, we already read it, is the son of Adam, third born. Keep going.
Which was the son of God.
Adam is called the son of God. So now we go back to Genesis chapter 6 and verse 2. It says that the sons of God, meaning the sons of Adam, who were the sons of Seth, it's like the sons of Seth who are the sons of Adam, they saw the daughters of men, the men who, the rest of the people in the earth, the heathen that was earlier in the previous chapter, saying that they said they started to speak the name of the Lord, right? And they make that to show the parallel between that and what happened in the future with Jacob I'm sorry, with Joseph and the Egyptians. The Egyptians didn't want nothing to do with us before until the flood came, and then Joseph showed Pharaoh that the Lord was with him, and then he saved all of Egypt. Then what happened? They showed the love to Israel, to the Israelites. And then what happened? Generations later, who the hell is Joseph? They used to say the Lord's name, but then they stopped. You know what I'm saying? That exact same thing is what's happening right here. You ready?
Go back to Genesis.
Yeah, chapter 6 and verse 2.
Slide. The book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 2.
Mhm.
That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair. And they took them wives of all which they chose.
Right.
And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man.
So real quick, so where it said they took them wives of all which they chose, that's literally brothers out here messing with white women, Asian women, East Indian women, Arab women. So like I ain't never seen a brother deal with an East Indian woman. And I don't think that's nothing that we do. Like I ain't never seen it happen before. I ain't never seen a brother with an East Indian woman. But whatever. But you feel me? That's exactly what this is saying right here. They said they took them wives of all which they chose, right? So now we got brothers turning their back on the Lord and going to go deal with these heathen, right? These are your basketball players, your celebrities. And we're going to read about it, how it's literally them. Keep going.
Oh God. But he is also, for that, he also is flesh. Yea, his days shall be 120 years.
So the Lord said he goes shorten our lifespan for our disobedience. Keep going.
Verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days.
So the giants in the earth, meaning the celebrities, the big names in the earth, right? Keep going.
And also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, they became mighty men which were of old, men of renown.
That's what the giants are. So don't listen to the pastor. Don't listen to the fake woke people. The people who think they got the sauce. They sit around, get high, and study, and they read stuff like that. Or see, it's giants. That's like the book of Enoch. It literally just told you that the giants are men of renown. You know what I'm saying? You got the sons of God who were literally called the giants in the earth. Why? Because they was mighty, great men. And then it said that they start laying with the daughters of men and having children, and then them same children became mighty men of renown. Right? So this is literally interracial marriage between the Lord's chosen people and the rest of these heathens. And then these heathens' blood is mixing in with the Lord's chosen people. And now these heathen, they go back to their heathen culture, but they super qualified, they're super good at everything. If you look at the black woman in America today, she's got all the certifications. The black woman statistically is the most educated thing on earth. I don't know if y'all know it, but it's true. The black woman has all the degrees, has all the certifications and everything. You know what I'm saying? And that same thing is what the white woman desires to have for herself, but she can't. But she'll let her son go. I'm sorry, she'll let her son go and marry that black woman and then divorce her. You know how we know that? What's her name? Is it Halle Berry?
Yeah.
That's what happened to her. Now she paying all that damn alimony. He done got her out, swindled her out of her whole fortune. And she had to live with Billy Bob Thornton. Go ahead.
She said it's hard to pay a man that every time you turn around, she's getting called a nigger.
Well, she wasn't at first. And then got that ring on her finger long enough to where he divorced her, he gonna get some. And now she gotta pay him forever. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what the spirit is right here. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Mm-hmm.
And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth.
Now, again, these men that he's talking about, none of this would have happened had the Lord just killed Cain. but he didn't. He used Cain as an example. And because he used Cain as an example, Cain was able to, his influence, rather, his seed was able to influence the chosen seed. You know what I'm saying? And turn them away from the Lord. He was able to weed out everybody who was weak. So the foundation of serving the Lord is one built on strength. And it starts off with everybody who don't need to be around getting removed from the equation, removed off the board. Keep reading.
Coming from. Verse 7. And the Lord said, I will destroy man from, it's like, who am I? It's like, destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast.
Now, to prove to what I'm saying is true, we already read John 8:44, right? Where it says, you're of your father, the devil. When the seed of Seth decided that they was going to follow after these heathen, marry these heathen, turn their back on the Most High, that's when they became man. You know what I'm saying? They were the tree of life, but they became man. They were the sons of God, but now they're just man. They're grouped in with them. That's why only 8 floods were allowed to make it through the 8 souls. Were allowed to make it through the flood, because the rest of them souls, the sons of God, all decided they wanted to be men. You know what I'm saying? It's all poetic, and it's just a cycle. If you're reading this now, and then you read forward in what's that? Psalms, or is it Proverbs? Is Psalms 83? Where it's talking about I have said ye are gods, but you'll die like men. That's what it's talking about. They spiritually were gods, but then they dying like men. They're now dying like men. They chose to be like men. They followed after these men, and they became the same spiritually as their father, their spiritual father, which was man now. You know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Okay, keep going.
Go. And the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. Verse 8. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
Keep going.
These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man.
He was a what kind of man?
A just man.
And
perfect.
And what?
And perfect.
And he was perfect. They'll tell you that nobody could be perfect. Only Jesus could be perfect. We just read about somebody who was right there. And what about Seth? What sin did Seth commit? No sin. It's a lot of reasons why you can be perfect, because there you got plenty of examples of how to be perfect and how not to be perfect. It's just when we make excuse where we don't become perfect. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
In his generations. And Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
Pause right there. Let me get Matthew 24 and 37. Right. So we seeing that during the days of Noah, it was all type of hell and chaos. People was outlandishly violent, just like they are now. People was having sex and doing drugs and carrying on, just like they are now. Maybe not literally the same extent, same stuff, but they still doing the exact same thing that we doing now in the world now. Right? You got that verse? Matthew 24 and what I call? 37. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
This is a sign that we know when the Lord is going to send Christ back. Because the days of Noah are all written right there, what it was like. It was hell. It says that the earth was also corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. The earth literally is corrupt before God right now. The water is polluted. The damn air, it rains acid down. That's outlandish. How does that even happen? You know what I'm saying? It's the chemicals they pump into the sky. You know what I'm saying? Byproduct and waste that they ain't disposing of. You know what I'm saying? So it says the earth is being corrupted and there's violence in the earth. We dying left and right, damn near every day, if not every day. I look on TikTok, I'm scrolling, and there's a new situation where a brother done got assaulted by the police. A new situation where a sister done got unalived by the police. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention what we've learned from our oppressor to do to one another. Right? Keep going.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage.
You see? They was living their best life. Eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage. Having all the fun in the world. Not caring about what the Most High got to say. Not caring about what the Most High commanded them to do. They make excuse. And that same thing is what's happening now. But that same thing was happening, like we just read in the days of Noah, right? So go back to Genesis 6 and verse 12. At the end of verse 12, I'll read it though. It says, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. What is corruption of the flesh? Not your spirit. What's corruption of the flesh? It's a lot of answers. Go ahead.
Yeah, corruption of the flesh could be, so the flesh is, your flesh is your body, so it's you following behind or doing things that your flesh wants
Like,
instead of you doing, corruption of the flesh, uh, marrying white women, doing drugs,
doing drugs.
being a follower,
What about
backbiting,
what about being a homosexual?
homosexual,
You see,
being a whore,
being a whore. Yeah,
making sisters turn sisters into whores.
exactly. All of them. It's
Yeah,
all the heinous things that happen in the earth today is what this is talking about. That's why I say that this is a sign that the Most High is sending Christ back soon. Because he said, just like before in the days of Noah, before the flood, people was marrying, drinking, doing all type of stuff. That same thing is what we're reading about them doing it right here. All that for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. For your spirit to be corrupted, you turned your face from the Lord. Now you're just doing whatever the heathen do. If your flesh to be corrupted, you're destroying yourself with the things that's in the earth, be it homosexuality, ideals, substances, etc. Stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You're destroying your flesh. So this is all signs that Christ is coming back, but it's also a sign that it's not no time for excuses no more. You know, you're seeing it all play out. We don't have time to make jokes and no, that's not real. Be skeptical. There's a precept on that too, ain't it? About vain superstition.
Oh God.
Pull that for me. But that's what that's talking about. It's being skeptical. You're so busy wrapped up in, well, what if this? What if that? You don't got time for what if and what is that? What if that? Because slowly but surely the earth is dying because your oppressor is destroying it. And you have a God that's coming to save you. You don't got time to wonder when, how. Just make sure you're ready to be saved when it's time to be saved. Go ahead, read it when you got it.
I can't see superstition.
Vain suspicion, I believe. Vain suspicion. Let me look for it.
Come on,
Ecclesiasticus.
okay, 3:24.
Come.
Okay.
Good.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
My bad, Slakia. Vain opinion. Keep going.
And an evil suspicion
Keep going.
have overthrown their judgment.
Right. So instead of knowing, damn, I really ain't got much time. We see what's going on in the earth. We see what the prophecy says is going to happen before what's supposed to happen happens. But my vain suspicion, or I keep saying vain suspicion, my evil suspicion is what's stopping me from being able to act on what I know. It's clouding my judgment. What if this ain't true? What if I'm doing all this suffering in this school, giving up all my free time? I could be out partying, living all this. Like these niggas out here with these motorcycles and they having fun. And I'm in this school teaching. Y'all in here listening to me talk about something that we don't even know is true. I mean, we know it's true, but you get what I'm saying for the example that we don't even know is true. Our vain suspicion is clouding our judgment. We see the record, we see what it says. We got all the proof to prove that this is true is all written right there. You just got to go look for it. It all exists. But our evil suspicion stops us from it deters our judgment from allowing us to go and actually follow this thing. It makes us want to go follow that. Go have that fun. Go do that thing instead of wasting time talking about what's going to happen. We see what's happening outside right now. They having fun. You know how many of them niggas crash on them bikes and the Lord ain't with them? You know how many of them sisters? The Lord knows what happens to them sisters in them bike clubs. I don't know. But I know what don't happen to sisters in here. That, you know what I'm saying? So let's go back. It's a lot. I ain't gonna go too much longer. What time is it? It's 8. We stop at 8:30. I'm pretty much done with the breakdown that I wanted to go into. Now at this point, it's just history.
Verse 6 and
Chapter 6 and verse.
chapter 6 and verse
I mean, really,
who's at 12?
we can really just end it now because that's the whole Genesis breakdown. So I know over the past 3 weeks, we now know we understand the creation, literally from verse 1 all the way to Noah, to the destruction of the flood. All of history and everything that you need to know is explained right there in black and white, where you get your arts, your sciences from, why they exist, how that wisdom just got put in the earth. You know what I'm saying? It was cultivated over generations. We read about it. You know what I'm saying? You got who the tree of wisdom is, which is the tree of life, Salaki. Who is the tree of life? What is the tree of life? Salaki was about 90, your hand up. Adam was the tree of life, and his people, his descendants, right? And who's the tree of knowledge of good and evil? Good is about
The other nation is like the serpent.
the serpent, exactly. Specifically the serpent, representing whatever nation of people that was, right? That whole nation is the knowledge of good and evil. The thing we're not supposed to do. So obviously, if y'all know that those two trees are people, what are the trees in the Garden of Eden? People. They're nations of people. What are the beasts in the Garden of Eden?
Heathens.
Yeah, people.
Yeah,
But
okay.
they are all heathens, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
But people, they're people, right? So don't let nobody pull the wool over your head. That's the official UPK breakdown of all of the beginning of Genesis. We went through all of it. You know, it ain't a whole lot of precepts that you really need to go into because the vast majority of it's black and white. It's right there. But you have to have the precepts, I guess, to really understand the beginning. Because if you don't, then you can fall off into the mysticism and the Christianity of it and be easily just swayed from the truth. But when you understand it through the precepts that the trees are the people, the breath of life, you have the precept for what the breath of life is in Ezekiel. When you understand all of them things, then it becomes so clear. It's like the fog is gone. Now you can see what it says. You understand what it's talking about. You just got to keep referring back to what you already know. Captain Cottons, I say it all the time. Don't forget what you've learned, trying to learn something new. Don't forget what you know, trying to learn something new. Right? So the same thing applies even when you study. You start off reading Genesis 1 and 1, and as you read and you go back and you reference them precepts, keep reminding yourself to go back and quiz yourself. What are the trees? What is the tree of knowledge of good and evil? What is the tree of wisdom? It's like the tree of life. You know what I'm saying? Quiz yourself. What are the beasts? Because them words become important the further on you go. You're covering thousands of years worth of history, potentially more of history in 5 chapters in the Bible. The first 5 chapters is thousands of years worth of history. You got generations. Hell, Methuselah alone, his life is. They say Methuselah lived 960 some odd years. Old as hell. Old. So that's just one man's life. That don't count his father's life, his son's lives, all the way down to Noah. They don't count none of their lives, Ham, Shem, and Japheth's lives. So from Genesis 1 all the way to 6, you got the covering of thousands of years. How best to put all that in one space? Slaki, what did you say, sis?
No, I had it wrote down. I said, I think it has that 807.
Oh, is it from Methuselah?
It said it was 108. Fair.
Let's go back. I believe it was 900. Oh, there you go. You got the verse for the buck? Yeah, Methuselah, he lived for 900 and some odd years. You said Jeremiah 16 and 19?
Yeah.
Hold on.
In Genesis 5:27 it says,
Yeah. is 969. It says all the days of Methuselah were 969 years. So that means that Methuselah lived long enough. He would have to have died right before the flood. Like right before the flood. You know what I'm saying? And he was old. We ain't gonna get into all that math because that means that Methuselah lived through a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of generations. But again, like I said, the best way to put all these generations worth of information into one concise, digestible way is to make it parabolic. Make everything in it small and easy to recognize. But you only recognize it through the scriptures. You have to have understanding of what you're reading. Paul told and it's ironic because all the Christians they run to Paul, they don't understand Paul. When chapter 7 and verse 1 of Romans, Paul said that I speak to them that know the law. So when Paul is talking about the law, he ain't talking to somebody that don't know nothing about the law, and he's teaching them to commit sin and go against the law. He's teaching them, he's breaking down what the law is meaning when it says this, when it says that, what it actually means. He's not talking to people who don't know nothing, because if he was talking to people that don't know nothing, then you lose all the mercy of the law. These people know the black and white letter of the law means that if you do X, Y, and Z, then X, Y, and Z is supposed to happen to you. But what about the mercy? They don't understand the mercy because that's not who the law was given to. But if it was given to Israelites, then they know the law. You know what I'm saying? So it's all one on one. We don't win in circles. But that's the whole UPK official breakdown. What y'all want to do next? Go ahead, sis.
I want to ask a question.
Oh, go ahead.
If I may, if you could, I want to give a breakdown on what one body, one spirit is.
One body and one spirit. Let's go to Ephesians 4 and 4. Go ahead.
The book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
There was one body and one spirit.
There's one body and one spirit, right? Now, obviously, there's billions of people on earth. They're like 7, I believe, or some odd billion of people on earth, right? So, obviously, it's not literally talking about there's only one physical body. It's a spiritual thing, right? We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to be one. So, give me Zephaniah 2 and 1. Keep going.
Come. Verse 5. One Lord, one faith, one baptism.
So that one body we supposed to have is supposed to be the one, is supposed to be walking towards following the one belief that we all supposed to have. We're supposed to have the same hope. We're supposed to care about the same things. And the main thing about that is that that's brotherhood. Being one body is brotherhood and sisterhood. It means when you hurt, I hurt. When you suffering, I suffer. Give me the precept. Let me find it for y'all. Right?
Suffering.
Pull it. Pull it.
Oh, sorry.
So like what was it that you were looking for, sir?
Kanaki, what was you about to pull?
I'm gonna pull the one where we buried each other's burdens. I can't remember. So, can't remember the verse.
Well, hold that. Give me 1 Timothy 5 and 3. Because this is an example of what you're talking about, what I was just talking about, bearing each other's burdens, right? Start at verse 1. 5. 1 Timothy, sister, write this down. 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 1. You really need to read the whole chapter, but we're going to just make it concise. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 1.
This is what it means to really be one body. This is an example, rather, of what it really, really means to be one body. When you hurt, I hurt. I'm tired from working my slavery, but you need. I owe it to y'all to feed y'all spirits. So me being tired don't matter because I have to do this job. Go ahead.
Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father.
If you got an older brother who's literally like physically older, don't rebuke him because he's getting old and senile. He might be stuck in his ways. He arrogant. He an old man. My grandfather's a great example of that. That nigga's, excuse my language, but he's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way, most kindest way to put it. That's just how Larry Mahomes is, right? But I don't give him a hard time because he's old. He done live life, and at this point, it don't matter. He ain't out here committing committing crime no more. He ain't strung out on dope no more. He actually got his life together. You know what I'm saying? He ain't following the Most High, but he's not doing what he was doing. That's enough for me, right? I don't expect him to come into truth. It'll be a glorious thing if he did. But I don't expect him to come into the truth this late in the game. You know, it's over with. The Lord put him out this thing that he was doing. That's enough for me. Right? Keep going.
Okay. And the younger men is brothers.
You treat the younger men as brethren, right? These brothers that come in up under me, if they need something, they my brothers. I got to do whatever I can for them. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 2. The elder woman is mother.
Supposed to treat the elder sisters. Oh, go ahead, Salaki. Go ahead.
The elder women as mother.
You're supposed to treat the elder sisters as mothers, right? I won't let nothing happen to you that I wouldn't let happen to my own mother. She ain't here no more, so I got y'all. So the same protection I have for her, same protection I'm gonna have to be for y'all. Keep going.
The younger is sisters.
Same thing for y'all daughters. The exact same thing is true with my little sister. Me and my little sister just got back on talking terms. You know what I'm saying? But the same love and the same protection I owe to her, the same love and protection I owe to y'all daughters. To be one body. That's what it is. All of what we're reading is what it means to be one body. Keep going.
With all purity.
Of course. You know what that means in all purity. Yeah. My love for y'all daughters is love for y'all daughters, and that's that. It ain't no weird stuff. Keep going.
Verse 3. Honor widows that are widows indeed.
Widows are sisters whose husbands have died, either physically or spiritually, because if spiritual death don't necessarily only mean you turn your way from the Most High, it also means that you walked away from all your responsibilities that the Lord gave you. That's a spiritual death right there. You're not there no more. Them sisters that don't got no man, no husband to be there and take care of them, who's supposed to take care of them? We are, because we one body. I'm your brother. I'm your son. I owe a responsibility to you the same way I owe to my own wife. If she needs, I like, for example, you called me and your roof, your shingle, your gutters was leaking water. Water was flooding over because it was clogged, and you need me to come and do it. It didn't matter if I was tired or not. You needed that done, so I didn't make you no excuse. I went and did it for you. I said I'm gonna come on this day. As soon as I get off slavery, I'm gonna come and do it, and I had to go do it. I didn't do it to get paid for it. I didn't do it because there was glory in it. I did it because it needed to be done. That's the job I signed up for. That's what it means to be one body. We got to take time out, especially for the sisters who ain't got nobody to take out to do for them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all don't use the brotherhood enough, in my opinion. Because if y'all to call me and say, "Sir, I need my trash took out," that's the type of nigga I am. I'm gonna take out the trash. That's how I am. You know what I'm saying? But that's how every brother is supposed to be. And the reason why it's important for me to be that way, mainly, is because of my rank. Because of my rank, I'm supposed to be the standard for every man that's under me. Just like the men above me are the standard for me, right? But it has to start somewhere. The scriptures demand that we are a certain way to the sisters. They demand that we are a certain way to the brothers. They demand that we're a certain way towards each other. And if we're not that way, then we in sin. We have to be one body. Being one body means that if I hurt, you hurt. If you need, that means I need. And I'm not gonna allow myself to need. So I mean I gotta figure out what it is that you need so I can fix this problem. Because we're one cohesive unit. Keep reading. Verse 4.
Verse 4. But if any widow have children or nephews, let them learn first to show piety at home.
What is piety?
Like,
Good.
I know I'm gonna stay corrected. I'm not sure.
Well, we want to make sure.
Select. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Definition of piety: the quality of being religious or reverent. Reverent.
Not the religious part don't matter, but the reverent part is what matters. It's saying, read it again.
Okay. The quality of being religious.
No, the verse, Salakia. The verse. It says, but if any widow have children or nephews, let them learn first to show piety at home. Meaning, again, we looked up the definition of piety. We don't want the religious part. We want the reverence part. Reverence for what? Who are they teaching? Why doesn't it say if a widow has children, nephews, or nieces? Why does it say children or nephews?
Because
Go ahead.
because it's the sons, it's the younger kids who are coming up.
It's the boys.
So right.
But what are they?
They'll become the men
Exactly.
who take care of the next generation.
Take care of
or care for
who? Who are we talking about right now? What women?
The widow.
The widows. They're the men who are going to grow up and take care of the widows. But before they can do any of that, they have to learn to have reverence for the widows. They have to understand the importance, why it's so important to take care of the widows. So where it said that she has to first read the verse again, verse 4.
But if any widow have children or nephew, let them,
Boys. If any widow has boys, keep going.
let them learn first to show piety at home.
Show piety at home. To show them boys what it means to reverence women, what it means, how women are supposed to be treated, cared for, and loved, taken care of, dealt with. Keep going.
And to work with their parents, for that is good and acceptable before God.
This is what the Most High commands of all boys, all males in the earth, especially the seed of Israel. When our older sisters are in danger, and that danger don't mean like physical immediate danger, but alone, they're in danger, and that means that we have to protect them. We have to be one body. All of this chapter, we ain't got to read the whole chapter, but am I making myself? Am I being clear?
Yeah.
The point of being a one body is that you matter, and you matter not just to you. You matter not just to the Most High. You matter to me, and the same thing is supposed to be reciprocated on both ends. Go ahead, sis.
So like so can I ask you in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and 25?
Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 25. Read it when you get there, Kanakya.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 25. That there should be no schism in the body.
What is a schism, sis?
A schism is a schism is anything that causes division.
The division is the schism. God.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But that the members should have the same care one for another.
That's what I just say. There should be no schisms. Like I said, if we in this truth for real, if you really serving the Lord and we one body, that means if you hurt, I hurt. If you're upset, I'm upset. If you got to talk to me, I need to shut up and listen to what you got to say without giving an excuse. If you was offended, it don't matter what I intended for you to hear what come out my mouth. What came out my mouth offended you. It don't matter if what I did was intended to offend you or not. You came to me and told me and it offended you. So automatically, the only thing that matters is that I apologize for offending you. I can give you an explanation later if you'll hear it, but the black and white is that I want to preserve the brotherhood, preserve the sisterhood. It don't matter who's right or who's wrong. The black and white is that somebody wronged somebody, and that person, instead of letting it just be an issue that go on and go on, fed up coming to you and tell you about it, you have to apologize for them. Because like I said, it don't matter if I'm right. It don't matter if I want you to see it from my point of view. All I know is that I hurt your feelings by what I said. I did something that offended you. And you're telling me about it. If I don't accept you telling me that I messed up and reflect on what you're telling me, then it'll cause a schism. Luckily in the school we have counsel. But sometimes people they desire to be heard outweighs the conversation. Sometimes the conversation can't be had because the other party just won't have it. And then they can have counsel. Then in the verse that tells us to go to counsel, it gives you what to do if that person won't hear you. You know what I'm saying? Just make it a bigger counsel. Make it a bigger counsel. The more counsel that you have to turn this into, the more ostracized from the school you have to become, from the body you have to become. Because now we're seeing that you're not a member of the body. You're what they call it?
Public.
Huh?
Public.
No. Well, yes, but no. What do you call it when your pancreas and your appendix? They're a type of organ. They're not. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not a regular organ. It's not pseudo. It's a word for it. It's a word for it. You're not a member of the body though. You're just a.
That's the way you just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, you're just there. Yeah,
You're still there.
You're just there. You know what I'm saying?
So that you think that it's not needed, but
Exactly.
It wouldn't be there if it wasn't needed.
Ultimately,
Taken away.
Yes, and you won't die without it.
For a reason. Right.
You won't die without it. What'd you say?
Gland?
A gland? No, I mean it is a gland, but no, that's not the word I'm looking for. But y'all, you get what I'm saying, though, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that same thing is true about people in the body. You know what I'm saying? There's people who are here that just need more work, whether they want to admit it or not, whether it ever gets brought to light. The members of the body know that this part of the body ain't fully part of the body. You know what I'm saying? It's an in. I shouldn't use that word. That's a horrible phrase to use, but in this example, in this conversation, but they're interloper. You know, they're not really part of the body because if you're part of the body, if you're really part of the body, I can go and tell you that you messed up where you offended me, and it ain't no excuse. I'm sorry for offending you. Can't no person tell me that I offended them and I don't immediately apologize because I can't. My excuse don't matter. I can give you all the excuses. Nigga, a crackhead kicked my door in, and he got a million reasons why he kicked my door in and stole everything in my house. They don't change the fact that I'm still mad he stole everything in my damn house. So his excuse don't matter. The same thing definitely should be true about how we deal with one another. The excuse don't matter. You did wrong. You got to accept the fact that you did wrong. And when your brother or your sister come to you, tell you that you did wrong, you got to own it. You know, go ahead.
So just what you're saying is there should be no schisms.
There are to be no schisms. There is not supposed to be none. None in the body. If you got your left leg and your right leg, it's two different clicks. They're on two different two different plans. Which way you gonna walk? You don't know. One leg going that way, one leg going that way. Y'all not walking straight. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get when you get schism. You get division. Schism caused the division. Now this left side of my body don't work the same way my right side of my body works. My right side doing this, my left side doing this. You get what I say? But yeah, I ain't gonna go too much deeper into that. Maybe next week I'll do a brotherhood breakdown. Can I care? What's up? You wanna let me? We'll talk about it off camera. So like, and any more questions? Did I answer all y'all questions adequately enough? Most High in Christ. I am the bar. With that, I pass the class off to priest and officer. Cannot care. Y'all seen her clap? That's my real. I seen her clapping.
That's like it. Find it. These are the ASPK security announcements. We are the ASPK start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, the memorial of blowing trumpets, Sunday, 21st September 2025, found in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 24 and 25. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, in Israel, Mother. We're going to get one courtesy salute. Mother, Rock. Yeah, I should be shop rock the top. Yeah, top. Sorry, turn for his sister. Sister stand, Mother. We're going to get a sisters, one courtesy salute. Mother, Rock. Yeah, how small thought about you now, shot.
Yeah, how smart. Shimmy out shot.
Yeah, top. Sorry. It's good.